something. I don't know what the hell it is. 12 something. Who knows? 1228. 1228. How's it hanging, everybody? Come on, rise and shine. Rise and shine. I'm going to be going on to do the WABC live radio from 1 to 5, doing the great overnights on this mofo monster flamethrower, 50,000 watt heritage WABC, where I started in New York. Not in radio, but anyway, back. But I hope everybody's great and groovy. I hope you're doing fine. If not, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I mean, what the hell am I going to do? All right, my friends, let's do a couple of things here. Get ready. I hope you're standing by for a big false flag that's coming. Because if there is not a false flag, if there is no false flag coming, if it doesn't happen, there ain't no bad guys. Then we don't know anything. It is absolutely, positively perfect with all of this talk that's going on about, stop it. Stop it. There's so much great stuff going on, my friends. It's just unbelievable. Look at this. Let's see who's here. Let me check this thing out. Make sure everybody's cool with this. See everybody. Wait for your comments. Oh, sometimes your comments are, I got to brace myself for this. But that's the way, that's just the way you are. That's just the way you are. Look at this. Adelaide, Australia. George, Adelaide. There you go. From a place that I'd love to go if only I didn't have to go there. If that makes any sense. Had Matter. Get it? Mad Hatter. Mom Dami gotta be a chitling test like Kamala. Don't know what that means, Johnny. Not a clue. Not the slightest clue as to what you're saying, buddy boy. But thanks anyway. Anybody know what this means? I have no idea. Fairbanks, Alaska's here. Only people I know that are worried about socialists are in the Northeast. Why is that? I'm not. Who's worried about? Are you worried about a socialist? He's not a socialist. You know that, right? You know that, right? He's not a socialist. Chit is short for chitling. Yeah, I know chitling. It's spelled chitterling. A chitterling. Chitlin is kind of like the diminutive. That is a reference to prototypically a black soul type of thing. It's kind of a fried intestines. What does this have to do with Mamdani? Gotta be a chitling test. I don't know what that means. I didn't say what chitling is. What does your sentence mean? Why is he a chitling test? What does that mean? Again, I'm the only person who reads this and asks you, what the are you talking about? Where do you get the energy, Lionel? Drugs, methamphetamine. Watching from the People's Republic of the UK. Oh, God bless you. I was on with your friend of mine, the great Sean Atwood, last night. Make sure you check that out. What a good egg he was. Chitling test is about social awareness. What does that mean? What is social awareness? Explain this. Don't give me what does that mean? How does it work? Write maybe 2 sentences. I really want to know what you're saying. Anna, do you have a favorite veggie burger? I don't know if it's a veggie burger. I like the Beyonds a lot. Very good. I like anything without soy. I like anything without... there's no soy. It's just nothing really complicated. The pure veggies are kind of... But I like that one a lot. It's very, very good. I avoid any kind of soy. Not that soy's bad. I'll do a tofu every now and then, but I'm just not into soy. And soy protein, no, don't do it. Still trying to figure out what John Jai Lane. Still not sure. Chit test. There we go. Just repeating himself. No idea. Won't explain it. There you go, Johnny. Had a baby. Thanks for that, buddy. Thanks for that one. Sheet test. Okay, we're done with Johnny. Thanks, Johnny. Give you your shot. That's it. Now, by all rational thinking, everybody is going absolutely ape shit over Mamdani. And what are people suggesting we do? I don't know. What do you mean by July 4th? False flag. Everybody from Alex Jones, they're talking about fatwas. Fatwas coming out of Iran. Fatwas saying, if you hurt our leader, we will exact revenge against you. Aha! You're gonna exact revenge. It's a fatwa. Let me ask you something. If somebody said that somebody wanted to hurt our president, and we said, you touch our president and we'll get you back. Anybody have a problem with that? Anybody? Can you see that as being a possibility? I do. So they're setting you up. They're letting you know, like, here we go. Get ready. There's going to be some lone wolf, some sleeper cell setting you up, lining them up. They can get hundreds of crazies lined up and ready to go. Something goes wrong, something goes bad, something blows up, and boom, boom. Understand this? And it's so obvious. Again, a lot of this stuff is incomprehensible, gibberish. Okay, so there you go. I'm trying. This is why sometimes I'm thinking to myself, I've been saying, I don't want to give up doing the lives, but I'm wondering, is anybody getting, maybe people listen to it later, and I hope they do. But please, I tell people, don't read the comments. Don't read them. Just listen to what I'm saying, but don't read them. Because they're just, I don't know what, half the time I don't know what anybody's saying. I really don't, I mean it. I don't know what anybody's, so please, if you listen to me, whatever you do, don't read these. There's people talking to each other, and hey John, hey Jay, LOL, ha ha ha. What is this? I don't know. Who are these people? Why are they LOLing? I don't know. What are they LOLing? I don't know. What are they saying? I don't know what they're talking about. I have no idea what they're talking about. This guy doesn't explain anything, so that's okay. So right now, as I try to explain to you, the radical right is going, not the radical right. Is there a radical right? I don't know. Is going berserk. Everybody is screaming about Mamdani. Screaming. Well, what are you going to do about it? I don't know. Well, how do you want to address this? I don't know. They figure if you just keep putting up quotes about him or making fun of him or saying he's they had him in the gay pride parade yesterday, along with Tish James. Oh, that woman's. I never. Oh, don't mess with Tish James by any stretch of the imagination. But there they were with people twerking and going crazy, and he was dancing. So anyway, everybody, every Democrat has been in the gay pride parade since day one. Everybody. They're just talking about him. Well, what are you going to do to counter him? I don't know. What about a full-bore, full-blown, get all the billionaires, all the Wall Streeters, all the big shots to put together your, to put in your money to buy media buys, to saturate everything. Get bots, YouTube, Instagram. Let everybody know what he's saying. Blanket it. Just intellectually, spiritually, informationally dismember him. Anybody interested in that? No. What are you going to do? We're just going to say it. We're just going to go on TV and we're going to say, he's a commie. Okay. He's not a commie, by the way. He wants a welfare society. It's not socialism. Socialists, Marxists, communists will tell you, do not use this term as your pejorative for somebody who's ultra left. He wants you to get, like Al Sharpton is a. By the way, it's so great to see Al Sharpton just nowhere, just off the radar. It's like Jesse Jackson. I guess Jesse Jackson's still alive. He must be pretty bad, but he's not. He's not a communist. He's not a Marxist. He's not talking about a planned economy or anything like that. Nothing. So they're just talking about that. But here's the best part. See if you can figure this out. He said the other day, and by the way, this is the best question. Oh, you've heard of ChatGPT psychosis? Have you heard this one? Have you had this one? If Zoran was the mayor of New York City and Bibi Netanyahu visited, would he have the authority to arrest him for active warrants from the ICC or ICJ when the United States is not a signatory to that? So that's the question, okay? That's the question. And the question is absolutely not. If Zoran Mamdani somehow became the mayor of New York City, he would have zero legal authority to arrest someone like Benjamin Netanyahu on the basis of warrants from the International Criminal Court or the International Court of Justice for several reasons. Number one, the United States is not a member of the ICC. The U.S. never ratified the Rome Statute, which created the ICC. Therefore, the U.S. law enforcement agencies are not bound by ICC warrants. In fact, Congress has passed laws like the American Service Members Protection Act prohibiting cooperation with the ICC in most cases. Don't forget the ICC and ICJ also had warrants out for Putin as well. Number two, the mayor has no foreign policy or arrest authority. The mayor of New York City cannot unilaterally issue arrest warrants or issue arrests related to international law or foreign heads of state. Arresting Netanyahu would require federal law enforcement action, FBI, U.S. Marshals, and that ain't going to happen with Trump. Cooperation from the State Department, and even then, it would be not only political suicide, but could be even worse. Sitting heads of state have immunity. International custom and U.S. practice afford immunity to sitting foreign leaders, especially close allies. Even countries that recognize the ICC typically don't arrest foreign leaders during diplomatic visits. Putin, Sudan's Bashir, etc. Next, attempting arrest would be an act of political theater and a crime. Any local NYPD officer acting on Mamdani's orders to detain Netanyahu would be acting illegally and risk immediate legal and diplomatic consequences. Mamdani could be removed from office or sued for abuse of power. The State Department or Secret Service would instantly intervene. And if you don't think there is not a cognizable federal statute that would prohibit this, nothing. Bottom line is, even in his most delusional activist fantasy, Zoran Mamdani cannot arrest a foreign head of state on international charges the U.S. doesn't recognize. It would be pure political performance, reckless, illegal, and dangerous. But many people, this has done so much to invigorate people, to suggest, and when he walked into that question that said, what would be the first thing you would do? I'd go to Israel. You what? I don't understand that one. I don't understand about that one, where that came from, why he thought that would be a good idea. Because I don't think he has any basis. I would never say, I'm going to go to a foreign country. I just was elected. I'm going to go to France. No, that played in beautifully. John Jai says, would you consider Mamdani more of a social influencer than a mayor at the moment? Well, he's not a mayor because he's not elected. And he's, social media. But most probably he could very well win. And nobody's talking about this. That dude is he's a spoiled brat. See, people are they're underestimating him. They're not taking him seriously. They think that just saying things somehow magically, if I make fun of him, Mamdani, Kami, Zoran, the moron, he's gonna go away. But we have something which is so interesting right now. And the theater that exists regarding Israel and Iran is so complicated, it is at a level of chess I don't think most people can grasp. I don't think so. When you have people saying for the first time they want to work against him because of what he has said specifically regarding Israel, they view him as anti-Semitic, they view him as whatever. That has inspired actions by apparently Ackman and others to do something, say something, which is great. Not the fact that he is a radical lefty, not the fact that he is a I don't know what the word is. Whatever it is that he is, whatever his thing is, whatever his. So you have that over there. I mentioned this last night. I heard the other day one of the greatest explications ever. It was almost a textbook treatise on the history of Iran, and I was listening, I said, who is this woman? Brilliant. It was Joy Reid. That's right, Joyless Reid. I thought, oh my God. She's absolutely right. Absolutely right. We have been targeting Iran. We have been after them, and if anybody did to us what we did to them, we would hate them. Hate them. I keep saying the other day, I heard Greta Thunberg. How dare you? She made complete and total sense regarding the absolute horrors that are being observed. Steve Bannon is agreeing with Greta Thunberg. Tucker Carlson they're all in agreement. Along with this coterie of people, Candace Owens, and it goes Javier Bardem, the left, the right, the hardcore, the middle ground. Everybody is coalescing. Everybody. Do you understand this? Everybody is coalescing. Everybody. Funniest line, too much cryptic talk. That's cryptic. I don't even know what that means. Is that funny or what? Maybe that was the intention of this. I have no idea. This is the most critical thing in the world. Now, at the time, we always said that we were going to go into Iran and we were going to say things like, I guess theoretically we were going to go in there and try our best to, I don't know what, win them over. They were primed for revolution. Primed for revolution. They hated those theocratic bastards. They're ready to prime. Not anymore. Oh my God, the country is... We brought them together. Hey, hey! What are we doing? You think this makes sense? Trump must be thinking, what am I doing? What am I doing? Stop it. Just forget about it. Just say, you know what? Just forget it. All you have to do is just say, that's it. Just forget everything. And most importantly, and this is critical, you have to ask yourself a question. This is the most important thing in the world. Absolutely. Remember what I'm saying. We are in the position right now that is so scary that nobody, frankly, is falling apart at all. You understand what I'm saying? It's one of the things which I find so interesting. Too much cryptic talk. Mission was accomplished. What mission was accomplished? What are we talking about? What mission? I don't understand this. What mission? Again, I don't know. Mission accomplished. It was the worst. We did absolutely nothing. I'm not even sure what was bombed. Why is the president doing this? I know why he's doing this. You know why he's doing this. If I had any advice right now to everybody who is trying to fortify, to help, to deal with, to respond to address this anti-BB mentality, I would say, don't do it. Just stop it. Starve the opposition to you with oxygen. Every time you go on, and when Piers Morgan, understand something, when Piers Morgan, forget it. Absolutely, but you have absolutely lost everything. When Piers Morgan finds himself, and this is important, aligned with Greta Thunberg, Steve Bannon, Tucker Carlson, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Judge Napolitano, Colonel McGregor, Jeffrey Sachs, Alistair Crook, Scott Ritter, go down the list. Just go down, Alex Jones, left, right, middle, Javier Bardem. It's this, you're done. I've never seen, there is no left or right. And that's why, and people don't understand this, and nobody wants to think about this. A lot of people thought that what Mamdani did was pretty gutsy to say, I'm not going to go to Israel, I'm going to stay here in New York. I'm going to stay here, whether it's right or wrong. So what I'm saying is, whoever is in charge of this message, you don't know what's going on here. You don't know what's going on. And I always hesitate because people do not want to hear any kind of a contradiction to their narrative. They love the narrative that they believe in. And they don't want anybody coming along and saying, well, that's really not the way it is. Left hemisphere and right hemisphere in charge. What does that mean? I don't know what that means, but does that mean we're both in? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that means. But thank you. I guess. See, that's what I'm saying. Please, if you're watching this, God bless you. Just listen to what I'm saying. If you listen to this, don't read these comments. You'll get so confused. You'll constantly say, well, what does that mean? Somebody wrote LOL. LOL about what? Somebody has a picture of a duck. What does that mean? I have no idea. Clowns to the left, jokers to the right. Again, little snippets, little morphs and glyphs and phrases and lines and you know, not really sure what's going on, but hey, what are you going to do? The pompatus of love. Whole lot of shaking going on. You know, just say something. It's beyond cryptic. Just ridiculous. Just say things that are just doesn't make any sense. Just say something. Just say anything. But that's okay. I mean, at least it's something. But later on, people will be annoyed, I hope, listening to this. So what I'm telling you right now is, this is something that absolutely, positively is the most important of anything right now, that you understand the political complexity of this. And if you want to listen to people just say all the time, Mamdani is this, he's an idiot, you're out of your mind. He is so powerful. How are you going to get... Do people do not want to hear me tell you what the reality is. Nobody. There are people who still remember 9/11 and how we were lied into going to war for no particular reason. Remember this? The weapons of mass destruction. The weapons of mass destruction. Remember that one? You understand? Again, please Don't read these notes. Again, they're like somebody wrote a sentence and stopped halfway through. Just stopped. Mamdani can go away tomorrow, but what put him in remains. Now we're on to something. That was very, very good. That was very, very good. That was actually very good. Congratulations. And that, by the way, was Johnny. Johnny, you finally said something. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you. He also wrote, Mamdani is, I don't know what the hell this means. This is the most important thing in the world. You know, I got to tell you something, and this is so critical. I really love the notion of people coming along and saying things that are piquant, and I know you're still the best. Alex Jones. I was listening to this guy today. What's his name? Clark Geyser. What's his name for a second? Fantastic. Also, check out Tehran News. Go to see what the Iranians are saying. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to Fox News, which is fine. Listen to what they're saying. Do you hear what I'm saying? Listen to what they're saying. In any event, my friends. Anyway, you have a great... Don't forget, make sure you go to WABCRadio.com. Go to 77WABC. Get the app. Don't forget, July the 19th at the Cutting Room. I'm going to be there. Come on, say hello. You can write... We'll have cards. You can write down cryptic things like, what? And continue this complete, totally disjointed recitation of God knows what. In any event, we love you. Have a great and a glorious and a beauteous day, my friends. A great and a glorious and a beauteous day. But remember, I don't want to hear what people think who agree with me. What does the enemy think? What does whoever the enemy is? Don't listen to people who tell you everything's great. We're doing terrific. Big, beautiful bill. BBB, fantastic. Smooth sailing. No, it's not. It's perfect. No, it's not. This is not an abnegation of President Trump by any stretch of the imagination, merely because you want to know the truth. Okay? You got that? Okay. All right, dear friends, have a great and glorious day. Don't ever change. I mean that sincerely. And until later on, I'm going to go up and get ready right now. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. I mean this sincerely. Thank you so much. By the way, I love, somebody was calling it fatwa. Fatwa. I'm not going to mention, it's almost like Fatima. It's fatwa. A fatwa. Jihad. Completely misunderstood in any event. Have a great day, my friends. We love you. Don't forget, remember, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're subscribed. Thank you for being with us. Anybody got to hang up? I got to go. Remember, the monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue you. Dad.